Sunglasses are still on because it's still sun shining out here. Well, hang on a second. Maybe I'll get in a little clearer area. And I'm getting on the freeway, heading back home. 296 miles to go, 4 hours and 45 minutes. But guess what? 2 applications. About $1,200 in APV for my 9-hour drive. So worst case scenario, you know, I could be sitting in the office making dollars. I could be running appointments locally if I had any. But any way you slice it, it's about $100 an hour. I know some people that's not a lot of money, but if I could do $900 a day, and I have, that's pretty good money. So let me see if I can cut that sun out. Not really, huh? I don't know. That's any better than it is right now, but you'll have to get used to it. I apologize. But anyways, so mission accomplished. So that's what we do here, right? Number one, you know, I got a lot of number one tips, right? But number one tip in this business is be willing to go where the business is. So many people want to roll out of bed and roll into the driveway in 10 or 15 minutes later, and that's ideal. That's great. But, you know, it largely depends on, you know, the geographic area, the county that you work in. You know, I tend to believe that people are somewhat tribal and geographical. So some areas you may not work very well in, but other areas you may work very, very well in. So, you know, you might like more wealthy, you know, good, well-off people, and you might like more rural people. So you might have to move around. The idea is, again, is to have that to have that no-quit attitude and find out, you know, do whatever. You hear me say this all the time. I'm going to bore you with it again. Be willing to do whatever it takes until you learn the skills, no matter what. Don't quit. Burn your bridges. No plan Bs. You know, if you really want to be in this business, I mean, it's fantastic. This guy, you know, went out to his home, and as I'm leaving, in fact, I went and bought him Starbucks after the appointment was over. And then as I'm leaving, he expressed a desire to become an agent. So I sent him just the live stream here. I sent him a text on, you know, potentially joining our agency. So, I mean, that's what we do. We do it day in, day out. And how do we do that? Well, I'm going to talk to you about 3 things real quick. Anyway, got the app, so that's finished that subject. So it was a good day. I got a lot of windshield time. Was able to do a lot of thinking, make a lot of calls, make a lot of dials, talk to a lot of our agents. I mean, that's great. I feel more energized and like I'm getting more accomplished. I feel it's much more satisfying when I'm out here because I'm doing something. I think most people feel better about themselves when they're in action. They're in the game. They're doing something. They feel like they have value. They're building something, whether it be a business or a house or whatever it is. There's some sense of satisfaction with that, and you know, I love being out on the road. You know, I hate traveling, being away from the office and being with my family. But the great thing about our business is they got our family with us, and we can get some leads in the area that we're in, and work while the family's on the beach, and we'll hook up with them later. So it's a phenomenal work-life balance business. You can just sit on another live stream. You can design your business around your life. 95% of the population has to design their life around their business. And I don't know about you, but hopefully if you watch these videos, you get one thing that I'm passionate about, and that is, well, no plan B. You know that. The other thing is no boss. I mean, I spent my entire life in this industry, and you know, in anything I've ever done, I had the ability to leverage it. Meaning I can duplicate myself. so that my financial future is secure, not just totally rely on me getting out of bed in the morning. And I'm also independent. I can choose when to work and when not to work, and I never have to sashay myself into somebody else's office and ask them for the time off because my child is sick or I got family things. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I look, and that's why I have a high quit factor. Is I'm just not. No disrespect to anybody else who's in that situation. I'm not trying to be critical or try to put you down. But hopefully you understand why you don't want to be in that situation for any length of time. Here, you can if you're willing to, it may take you 6 months, it might take you 90 days, it might. I just on the phone with one of my agents here a minute ago, and he's been in the business I think less than 60 days and just went full time, Richard. So congratulations. Right, so it could take you 2 months, it could take you 2 years. What difference does it make? It's not a race. It's it's a journey. And some people will do it faster. Some people will do it longer. It just depends on your level of quit factor and your amount of determination. So let's get back to the 3 Ds of new habit formation. Right? You need 3 qualities, I believe, to develop the habits of focus and concentration, which are all learnable, by the way. And those things, if you want to write them down, are decision, number 1. Discipline, number 2, and determination. Those are the 3. So decision, I got to move my map here a little bit. Hang on one second. So decision, first you got to make a decision, right? To develop the habits of being able to accomplish or complete a task. I mean, you're not going to get past your pre-licensing if you can't be determined to make a decision to be determined to finish that pre-licensing, because it's not fun. And I can't read the comments. I apologize, guys. I don't have my glasses, so maybe you can text me. I can see those. But anyways, make a decision to learn, plug in to your coach or mentor, learn I don't mean coach or mentor by network marketing standards. I mean somebody that's actually putting their name on an application and knows what they're talking about and can coach and mentor you on every case and transfer their success to you. That's really what a coach and mentor is, by the way. It's teaching you how to avoid the pitfalls and teaching you the tips and tricks of their trade. You can't do that if you're this recruiter, right? Because you've never done it. And that offends the recruiters. I apologize, but it's true. You got to be able to lead from the front, which means it's not a do as I say business. It's a do as I do business, and you're not going to get a whole lot of respect out of your people if you're telling them what to do, and yet you're not willing to go out there and dress up with the uniform on and go out there and kick it on the battlefield right along with them, right? So, stop whining. Go learn how to do it and see. Hopefully you're with somebody that's willing to teach your agents the business as well, because you being new should be more of a cheerleader / coach or director of traffic essentially, and plug them into a system that's been proven. That's what I want to talk about. It's being part of a proven system. But anyway, make a decision to do that, right? And and stay on that system, and don't change anything. Why would you change a proven system? Give it 45 days. Give it 60 days to really start showing some results, right? Again, I said in the last video, you're willing to run appointments, 10, 15, 20 appointments, and make no money and stay in the game. You got to get yourself there. It may not happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but it might. And, again, be willing to add your certain skills before you venture off into more. Look, we do mortgage protection and final expenses here, right? We are in financial services. We can do the retirement planning. We can do the annuities. We can do the IULs. But learn how to be good at final expense and mortgage protection first. That's a confused mind does nothing but shut down. And if you try to learn too much at one time, your mind becomes gel and you get it all messed up in your head, right? If the leads are generated on mortgage protection and final expense, that's what you need to get good at. You can make 6 figures plus, multiple 6 figures, just running those leads. Forget retirement. You may never run an IUL. You may never run an annuity, and still be very, very keep the main thing the main thing. Is my suggestion, right? And then you can venture off in more of the advanced products if you choose to do so. But I would encourage you to stay on track, learn a system. We have a very specific and duplicatable system in our agency that we teach. Second, discipline. Number two, discipline. Discipline yourself. To practice the principles you're about to learn over the next 4 to 6 weeks until they become automatic. Meaning, and you hear me say all the time, master the mundane. Every day, pick up the phone, grab some leads. If you're at that stage right now, you've got past licensing, you've learned the phone script, and do the same thing over and over again. I get up every day and go through the same thing. So learn how to master the mundane. I talk about this a lot, so I'm not, I don't want to make the video real long. I'm trying to keep that 8-minute focal point. But we make dials. Our dial time is sacred time. We don't skip out. So make sure you have that set dial time. You got a family, you're going to go somewhere else. Get in the car and go somewhere. Go sit in the car. Make your dials, right? We book appointments. So again, to start over, buying leads, making dials, book appointments, do a case strategy or a product session with your coach or mentor so they can help you choose the right products. And then, I do a worksheet, so I had the rates. When I go in the home, I go run those appointments and make a presentation in the home, write the applications if possible. You should be doing that 50% of the time, right? One lead should be 2 sales if you're going to sell most of the time to a husband or wife, right? So this is a big one. So my internet connection got lost, and I was trying to read some of the comments. Hi, everybody. James, give me a call after this video, and we'll talk. But again, next is determination. That's James in Florida, by the way. Back everything that is necessary here to win with determination, and until the habit is locked in and becomes a permanent part of your personality. Visualize yourself where you want to be. Visualize yourself in the car coming back with 2 applications in your hands. Whatever it takes, put yourself in that position and desire it and write it down. I have stuff all over my car and all over my office. One of my things I love is as you well know, is I know what I'm fighting for. I know why I'm out here. I know why I drive 9 hours. It's not just for the commission. It's for my family. It's for my agents. And you say, why your agents? Well, I need to prove to my agents that I know what I'm doing. That's part of leading from the front, right? They don't want to follow some dummy that doesn't know what they're doing, right? So, I need to be out here doing it. I don't do it as often as I could because I love spending time helping them. But visualize yourself where you want to be, right? And going back to, you have to be willing to tell yourself, this is, that you will until, no matter what, do whatever it takes, right? And, this whole idea of, I talk to people all the time, well, I want to, see if it works. It works, okay? We have multiple people making multiple 6 figures. Sorry. We have hundreds of people making multiple 6 figures in this business on our leaderboard. And so the opportunity has been validated, right? So if you want to, stick your toe in it, that's telling yourself that you're willing to fail, right? And failing should not be an option. Period. You've already begun the process of quitting. It's something that Angela says all the time. Angela, it's her statement. You're either going to push in or push out when the strong winds of adversity come, and they will come, right? I go on appointments. I just talked to somebody a couple of days ago that ran on 23 appointments, closed nothing, right? That's the winds of adversity. Here's a tip for you, the way I was raised. If you are on the right track in your life, career-wise, whatever it is, you pushed back. The winds of resistance will come. That's not telling you sub-bet. That's not telling you that this is not right for me. I hear it all the time. Well, I went out on 4 appointments. I didn't close any, or I made $10 or whatever. and I didn't close it. I didn't get book any appointments. This must not be for me. For me, it's not what it's telling you. What it's telling you is right track, right? Life is only willing to give you what you're willing to accept, and life is not going to give you a whole lot. You got to go out there and take what you. Part of that is that determination factor. Are you willing to push through failure to reach success, right? And this whole plan B, think about what you're saying. Are you really committed to succeeding in this business? If you are already giving yourself a plan B, right? Again, remember my statement. The surest way to succeed is to be determined not to fail. So if you're determined not to fail, there should be no plan B, because in order to have a plan B, that means you had to quit. If you're not going to quit and you're like Fleet Fighters up here, and I will until no matter what, whatever it takes, quitting is not an option. There should be a plan B. And that will tell your heart that, you're in this thing for the long term, so your brain doesn't logically talk you out of it. Right? Because you're looking for an excuse, you'll find one. It may not be today or tomorrow, but you'll figure it out. You'll find one. Right? So, anyway, visualize yourself where you want to be. The point is this business works, folks. It's a fantastic industry, fantastic business. There is a special way that you can accelerate your progress towards becoming a highly effective, productive, and efficient person that you want to be. And it consists of seeing yourself being recognized as a top performer. In whatever IMO or agency you choose to become of, right? Not trying to hit a plan B in case it doesn't work. It does work. And if just kind of take that out, form the habit of being willing to do the things that the unsuccessful people are unwilling to do, right? Most people car and drive 9 hours to write 1 or 2 apps. They're just not. That's why they're not doing it. That's why they're failing. Right? I'm not saying you can't be successful in your own area, but there's going to come a time you have to have a mental aptitude or a mental a mindset that if there's somebody down there 9 hours, I'm going to get in the car 9 hours round trip, get in the car, go down and take care of them, regardless of how much money you're going to make. Can't be commission motivated. Don't need the commission. We're all in it because of the commission. I get that. We need to support ourselves and our family. But it's about protecting the family. It's about protecting the client. It's about going there and helping. And in this situation, this particular person needed to. It was not a guaranteed issue, but a product. So it's all they could qualify for, giving him his health conditions. But he needed it. He pointed right to his beneficiary, which is his daughter, and said, "This is for her. So because I need her to be able to make the payments on the house." It's something that happened to me for at least for a period of time, right? So understand that and make the commitment and have the determination that you're going to stay in the game, no matter what. I will until do what it takes to be successful, right? So, because I'm not going to say no to protecting a client, I do. So but I never want to be in a position where I say no. If someone needs my help, I'm going to go take care of it, right? And again, it goes back to validating your commitment for being in this business, right? Every day you work a couple of years until you deliver a few death benefits and realize it's not about the money. Every day you wake up, your success is on the line. You've got to keep telling yourself, your brain, from your heart, that I knew that's going to happen. That I'm in this business and I'm not going anywhere. I don't have any plan B, and recommit yourself to your why, your reason for being here, right? Draw out your goals on a piece of paper. Write down your paper. Get a plan of action going. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? And be determined. Write somewhere. Set a deadline for achievement. If you're in your put a line. Create a false sense of need if you need to. Say, I'm going to take the test on November 5th. You got to be intentional, and you've got to be relentless if you're going to have any kind of success at all. It can't be willy-nilly. You can't be half in, half out. You can't. You've got to be determined. That's why there's an 80-20 rule here in most things in life, because most people aren't willing to set a deadline and hold themselves accountable. You've got to be intentional and start the race with a sense of urgency, right? I'm going to try to do a goal setting, habit forming on the YouTube channel here. If that's something you're interested in, you want to be part of it, let me know. We're going to really dive deep in it, because I believe goal setting, but more importantly, goal achieving is key to your success. See you on the next video. Right? Appreciate y'all making the comments. Go in there and on the section, hit subscribe, mash the bell. That gets you to more of these where I'm out in the field. Certainly subscribe, share the video out, like it, but try to give you something to think about and check. And that's all through a chat. Hashtag for today is hashtag be intentional. I've got a goal setting income sheet that I've been talking about. If you'd like to have that, email me, please. Put in the comments that you want it, and then email me just so I can reply back to the email with that goal setting sheet. I know I missed my 8 minutes. I apologize. I'm trying to watch the traffic here so I get home safely. I do have life insurance, though. I'm grateful and appreciate you all being here. Bye-bye. Get in and get going.